Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dr. Val. What kind of music is playing behind me? Give me a second, y'all, okay? Hey, hey, here we go. All right. So, hey, everybody, it's Dr. Val. I am a clinical psychologist. My area of study and expertise is in stress related illnesses and chronic disease. We know from research that 95 to 98% of our illnesses are caused by stress and therefore are preventable. The other 2 to 5% are caused by our DNA, our environment, and our diet. All right. I have to get better at saying part of my research was focused on emotional focused coping strategies, so that when you watch my videos, you will notice that everything I talk about will always reference something you can do, because I believe in putting the ownership of our health in our hands and not having to be taken care of by someone, but taking care of ourselves. I am also the owner of Tranquility Hot Tubs and Med Spa. I invite you to go to that website and click on the services link to view the services that we offer. But don't stop there, and make an appointment for you, a friend, and a family member. At that same website, I offer health and wellness coaching. If you want someone to walk beside you in your journey to healing and wholeness, I would be honored to do that with you. Fill out that form and I will contact you. This week, we have been talking about vitamins and minerals essential for divine health. When you do a search for the definition of health, you will find that it says the absence of disease. Well, Dr. Val, I created my own definition for divine health, and it is the absence of prognosis, diagnosis, and symptoms. So you covered all the way around, and it is possible to walk in and live in divine health. So this week, we have been talking about diet, adding vitamins and minerals to your diet. That's the 2 to 5%. On Monday, we did an introduction to micronutrients. Tuesday, we talked about fat soluble vitamins. Wednesday, we talked about water soluble vitamins. Thursday, we discussed major minerals. And today we're discussing trace minerals. And all of our information is coming from the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I invite you to search them out, Google them, and learn more about them. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a lot of information and not explanation today, because we have a lot to cover. So let's talk about the trace minerals that are needed in our body. The first one would be iron. Iron helps with the transport and release of oxygen as part of the hemoglobin in the red blood cell, and it also helps with energy metabolism. At one point, when my iron was low, I remember I could not make it through a Zumba class without stopping at the end of every song and actually to the point where the teacher used to say, "Are you all right?" And I didn't realize that there was not enough oxygen getting to my red blood cells. You can get iron in from animal proteins such as meat, poultry, fish, and clams, legumes, beans, dark leafy greens, molasses, and fortified cereal. Okay, and when you buy fortified cereal, it will say it on the box. We need zinc. Zinc helps with the metabolic process, including protein and gene synthesis. It helps with wound healing, taste perception, immune health, growth, sexual maturation, and fetal development. Wow. Can you imagine how your body is reacting right now if you don't have enough zinc? You can get this from animal proteins such as meat, poultry, and fish, shellfish, and whole grains. We need copper, also helps with the metabolic processes. It helps with metabolism, and it helps to absorb the iron when you take it. You can get this in organ meats, legumes, beans, nuts and seeds, especially cashews, and whole grains. We also need selenium, which helps with the antioxidant activity in your body. And you can get this from seafood, meats, and grains. We also need iodine. But let me go back to, let me just say this. Some of these minerals, you could get them in when you eat, you could get several of them if you eat certain foods. So if you want to, get the most bang for your buck, make sure you're eating something that will hit several of these components so you don't have to try to eat so much to get these in. So we need iodine. That helps with the thyroid hormone that regulates metabolism. It helps with weight growth and development. And as well, you get this from seafood. So if you eat seafood, you would not only get iodine, you would get selenium. And what else did I say? Zinc. And that would be 3 right there if you ate seafood. Okay. So iodine, you can get from seafood, iodized salt, and dairy products. We need manganese. That also is helpful in the metabolic process. It also helps with bone growth and development. You could get this from legumes, oatmeal, whole wheat bread, leafy green vegetables. We need chromium. That helps to regulate glucose or our sugar levels in conjunction with the hormone insulin. You could get this from whole grains, liver, brewer's yeast, nuts, and cheeses. You need fluoride. We know what fluoride is because we have that in our toothpaste, right? So we need that. It helps with bone and dental health, and it helps prevent dental cavities. You get this in tap water, tea, and certain seafoods. And for me, I have to make sure, because I don't drink tap water, so I have to make sure that I'm drinking the right teas and eating the right seafoods to get the fluoride. And our last one is called molybdenum. Molybdenum. Say that twice, right? Molybdenum. And let me spell it for you because it's a tongue twister. So the way you spell that is MOLY, B as in boy, D as in dog, ENUM. And it helps with the metabolic pathways. And you could get this in most foods, especially vegetables, leafy greens, legumes, milk, and liver, which I do not eat liver. Hey, so all right, this concludes this subject for this week. Minerals and vitamins necessary for divine health. So I want you guys to have a great weekend, and you'll see me back here on Monday with a new topic. I don't know what it is just yet, so make sure you're tuning in at 12:15. All right, have a great weekend.